Welcome, everybody. We are here to roast Mr. Hasan Piker, everybody. Hasan, turn around. Oh! All right, actually, he's right over here. Let's bring him in. Let's bring Hasan in.
What are you doing, dude? What are you doing?
Our star tonight is Hasan Piker, right here. Twitch streamer, political commentator, journalist, and producer. I actually thought he had an ASMR channel too, but when I was researching for this joke, I just found out it's just his GTA RP content that's been putting me to sleep. Candyland is up first, ladies and gentlemen. Let me introduce her. Candyland.
Hello, everybody, and hello, Austin. Thank you so much for inviting me to your show. Even though I couldn't be there physically or barely virtually, it's okay. I'm aware that you like to invite me to your show to be the dumb blonde, but really, who's the dumb one here? Is it me? Or is it the guy who thought he was really fooling people into thinking he wasn't gay? Really, Austin? Because you were inviting 10 beautiful women on your show every week, and the only person who was talking more about dick than me, that was you. So, yeah. But if that wasn't clear enough, I think the fact that you chose QTCinderella was. I used to be so excited every week when Austin would invite me to the Royals. Ludwig once said that he loves when QT gives him the gawk suction pump soul snatcher. But it's not because she's good at head. No, it's just nice when she shuts the fuck up for 5 minutes. When Austin first asked me if I wanted to come on the show and roast Hasan, of course I said yes. Since Hasan is considered perfect by so many people, I think this means that he isn't getting enough of constructive criticism. I want to change that. First of all, let's talk about your sense of style. The whole e-boy look is cool and all, but really, you're a decade too old to be dressing like that. What man in their 40s is dressing like a teenager selling Yules in the school bathroom? Then we got your hair. I've never seen anyone choose a hairstyle that frames their 5 head instead of hiding it. And you know what? I was gonna Google a picture of the Turkish Lord just for reference, but I found a shirt that looks like something you would actually wear. I'll send you the link after the show if you're interested.
Okay, our first roaster of the day that is up is Mr. Yasuo. Let's give it up for Yasuo this evening. Sit down, wait. I want to take a second to thank Mo for being one of the biggest inspirations on why I joined 100 Thieves. If Nate Shot is okay with the terrible content you put out, I knew this was a perfect place for me. Give it up for Mo!
True.
Hello, everyone. It's very inspiring to be on the show today with a lot of self-made creators and Austin. And it's true. Sorry if I get a little nervous while I'm up here. There are people attending that I really look up to, and I have been watching for years. Shout out Sasha Grey, everybody. I do want to give a big shout out to Austin for putting all of this together. He actually told me that he was working to make this as smooth as possible all week straight. I doubt that. The straight part, that is.
Yeah, no.
Okay. And also for Candyland, the joke is that he's gay. Speaking of that, long blonde hair, beautiful eyes, and that damn cute smile. Will Neff is here, everybody. I think Will's a one-of-a-kind streamer. Most streamers try to use Twitch as a platform to get to bigger and better things, but not Will Neff. He came to Twitch after he failed to do the bigger and better things. And also, Sasha Grey is here, everybody. Although, I do really feel bad for you because you've been taken on the chin tonight, and you probably continue to, Will. But I'm sure this isn't the first time, so you'll be all right. Finally, onto the man of the night, Hasan. You've been killing it on Twitch recently and achieving all kinds of awesome things. I thought it was especially cool how you beat the Nameless King in 9 months. I was a bit surprised, though, because this is the only time I've ever heard you sticking around for the full 9 months. Hasan, I know you've been watching a lot of murder documentaries, and I was hoping you could use that knowledge to help us solve the how and why solution to that tragedy you call a haircut. Oh. Even after all I've witnessed in the LCS, those bangs are still the worst split I've ever seen.
That's why I'm wearing a hat today.
You do have to appreciate Hasan's viewers for still watching him, though, especially with what Hasan puts them through. I mean, The only break Hasan's viewers gets from his rants about how the rich are ruining America is when Hasan makes money off of subjecting them to capitalism's most manipulative advertisements every hour.
True.
Are you okay?
Mo's going to a seminar for gambling addiction. That's why he's dressed like this lately. Oh.
Our next guest is Sasha Grey. Sasha Grey. Sasha Grey is an actress, musician, author, director, Twitch. Fuck it. We all know what she's famous for. Give it up for Sasha Grey!
Thank you, Austin. Thanks for having me here tonight. Today is still day, right? I mean, as someone who grew up Catholic, I can confirm that you surround yourself with more young boys than my priest did. It's actually, it's important to know. I think it's important to know at least that the roast show it's not a competition. Okay. If you do get angry, though, we have another female streamer, Candyland, here that you can take out your insecurities on. So for the last several years, I've worked hard to break the stereotypes of sex work and women performing generic archetypes. I've acted, I've written, all in an attempt to show girls that they don't have to just shut up and smile and look pretty. But damn, then, man, I heard Candyland speak, and I'm like, I'm starting to rethink all of this. So when Austin told me there was going to be, tons of streamers here, and he showed me the list of everyone who was coming on tonight, he told me there was going to be a famous League streamer, and I got excited thinking it was Tyler One. But unfortunately, it was this Yasuo guy, and I'll say I was caught off guard when I heard how high-pitched your voice is. It's surprising a streamer as popular as Hasan can have such obvious mommy issues, though. No wonder he dresses like a teenager when his mom lays out the clothes for him on his bed the night before. Serious though, for real though, Hasan, between your constant eating, nail biting, gum chewing, and darker topics on stream, it's become a lot to swallow. Even.
Okay.
Our next guest is actually a surprise guest for Hasan and the audience. I'd like to give it up for Hasan's good friend, Noel Miller.
I'm your nightmare, aren't I?
I wanted to gear you up.
This is the only time I'm bigger than you, baby.
Barely.
Barely. Just keep him sitting. I want to thank you, Austin, for inviting me out to this glorified Russian cam girl house. I say that because 100 Thieves is used to watching their talent choke on camera. It's a good thing I didn't go in on Sasha on that bit. I'm joking. I'm just kidding. For everyone watching at home, Hasan is as big as you think he is. He's huge. I think he's like 19.5. Big legs, big shoulders, and big hands, which makes it really nice when he wants to squeeze your stimulus check for a tier 3 sub. We all know Hasan is Turkish and attractive. The only time this dude isn't Turkish is when Armenian girls send him nudes. Hasan is jealous of white people because it's acceptable for them to fuck their uncles. No? All right.
Are you doing okay, Hasan?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
okay.
for sure.
It's about to get a lot worse. Everybody, please welcome the only person who paid to be on today's show, Jake and Bake Live, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for helping me rejuvenate my career here. But yeah, thanks for the lovely introduction there, Austin. I want to let you know that I think it's really brave of you to do something like a new show that's not catered solely to the Minecraft kids. I know you're just using them as bait to get James Charles back on, but regardless, it's refreshing to see you come up with something new. Yeah, we're very excited about that. That was a good one. People laughed. I'm excited. Now I'm feeling good. All right. Cool. Yeah. So before we talk about Hasan, let's talk about take a few words for everybody else sitting here. So Will, it's been a pleasure getting to know you better these past few months. And to be honest, I always had some feeling something was a little bit off with you. At first, I thought it was maybe how you dressed or styled your hair, and then I thought maybe it was just the fact that your vocal cords sound like they've taken more dicks than Sasha. Yeah, but I quickly realized it was just your unhealthy obsession with sketch comedy. Like there was a skit about a pill to make you gay or something, and if you and Hasan wanted to fuck so bad, you guys could have definitely done it by now. Yeah. Yeah, anyways, sorry. Sasha, I want to apologize. I didn't mean to throw you in there. I actually wanted to do some research so I could get a good, halfway decent joke with you, but every time I started, I only got about 30 seconds done before I had to clean up, so I didn't really get a good one. That's about all I had. Yeah. It's nice to see QTCinderella and Candyland back on a Austin show. Here, but Candy, I wanted to thank you specifically because when COVID hit, like Austin said, I was forced to kind of stop doing IRL, and I was really worried about the content I would do to maintain viewers on my stream. Then I happened to watch one of your streams, and I realized that as long as I have water on stream or my mute E-Shy every now and then, I can still farm the viewers, and you really are an inspiration to the importance of a good thumbnail, so thanks Candyland for that. Yeah, now Cutie, I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually like super scared of you. No, really. If I was to combine your, charming personality with Ludwig's haircut, we'd probably have the ultimate Karen on Twitch. Yeah. Actually scared. I'm not gonna do any more jokes of you. And now we're on the main man, Hasan. So Hasan, what's up, dude? How you doing? Looking good. I'm actually scared of you roasting me. I'm really terrified of that. Oh, no. But before I start, Austin, is it close to the top of the hour? I want to make sure that we leave enough room for Hasan to sell out his soul to the corporate giant Amazon. Yeah. Yeah, and Hasan, you need to make sure that Daddy Bezos makes his cut of Hasan's preaching of wealth distribution today. And if you wanted to sell your soul to the devil even more and just betray all of your beliefs, I'm sure Elon would work a deal out for you to get a Tesla logo branded on you. Yeah. Honestly, the only thing that keeps you slightly relatable to your audience is the fact that you have no credit, you live with your mother, and your best friend looks like he sells weed to teenagers at 7-Eleven.
Coming up next, we have one of my very favorite people. It is Will Neff. A big round of applause for Will Neff.
I know Austin says Hasan is not his type, but when Hasan fell off that rodeo bull after 5 seconds, his face looked like a kid who had just found out the truth about Santa Claus. It's always laughable when Austin says Hasan isn't his type because given half the chance, he would suck the Turkish off his dick. I've roasted Cutie twice in the last 2 weeks. So all I'm going to say is Cutie does her makeup like she's trying to look like the last 5 minutes of a Sasha Grey video. Yasuo's gambling streams have fucked over more kids than saves the kids coin. I just roasted Hasan, so most of these are just shitty things about him as a human and not really jokes.
No!
This is so mean. Twitch has destroyed Hasan's good looks. Every stream he does, he looks more like Steven Seagal.
Asshole.
Hasan is like family to me in that he has kicked me, his brother, and his mother out of his house to have sex with strippers. That's not a joke. Hasan is so cheap that I've seen him Uber pool girls home after sex.
That's not true.
That's the end of my little bit, but I just want to say Hasan has been an amazing friend to me. I accept the golden retriever a bit because if I could belong to anyone, it'd be my best friend because he's one of the most genuine and amazing people I know.
Aww. That was wonderful, dude. Let's give it up for our next roaster, who was actually the producers of the show gave me a run of show, and they put Stavros first, which I was like, why? His roast is really good, but it would make more sense if he was first because you all roasted him, and he hadn't gone, so nobody knew who the fuck you were roasting. So up next is Stavros, the only guy whose introduction isn't just a formality. Stavros is a nude Instagram model and responsible for answering the age-old question, is there any naked dude that won't turn me on? Who the fuck wrote this for me? I didn't know. I didn't write this. I didn't read they knew I wasn't going to read this before. That's bullshit. Give it up for Stavros, everybody.
Hell yeah, thank you so much for having me. I'm stoked to be here. And I'm really thankful that Austin, that you invited me to be on this roast. And in fact, before we start the jokes, I want to seriously commend you. I think it was really brave of you to come out of the closet to deflect from the fact that you were doing brownface on this platform for years. So kudos to you for pulling a Kevin Spacey. I'm not sure Austin is actually gay. Gay men tend to dress well and be entertaining. Austin dresses like a closeted Tampa jet ski dealer. I don't know if you guys know this, but the man of the hour, our boy Hasan, he once jacked off using a basketball. Side note, Austin just changed his name again. It's Spalding now. Let's also give another shout out to our boy Hasan. Very strong. The guy's lifting weights all the time. And he's actually really strong. I mean, he carries 250 pounds of useless sidekick every day with him. So salute to you, Hasan. QTCinderella, you're very funny. I watched some of these roasts. You're really good at this. I even checked out your YouTube channel. And I have to say, your YouTube channel answers the question, what if a boring reality show had the production value of my mom's FaceTime calls? Seriously though, Cutie, you are very inspiring. I mean, if you're hot enough to have a career on Twitch, that is great news for divorced waitresses everywhere. No, but of course, you know, being a Tampa 6 isn't why she's doing well, right? We all know that. Cutie is dating a way more popular streamer, Ludwig. Yes, Cutie is one of the rare people to sleep her way to the top by fucking a bottom. So congrats for that. Cutie was recently tweeting in support of Britney Spears. And I think we can all agree, if there has to be one talentless blonde imprisoned by her father, it should be you, Cutie. I'm kidding, of course. Britney is incredibly talented. You know, Cutie, if you're gonna be an average looking blonde with no charisma and boring streams, the least you could do is have huge fake tits. So speaking of which, Candyland, right? Candyland, I don't understand how you have a following. I mean, I guess your number one demographic is men who have not heard of pornography. Is that right? I mean, let's be honest. If it wasn't for horny 11-year-olds with parental controls on their Wi-Fi, you'd be grinding up horse meat for IKEA meatballs right now. Mo, I'll be honest, I'm not that familiar with your work. I have gotten pussy before, so. But from what I can tell, you make content for 100 Thieves, but they never let you play in the real games. Is that right? I guess you're basically the equipment manager of an esports team. Tough. Hasan, buddy, I'm happy to be here. Wish I could be there in person roasting you, but I do have some thoughts. Like I mentioned before, Hasan used to jack off by rubbing a basketball on his penis. Which for a Twitch streamer makes you a varsity athlete, basically. I have to hand it to you, though. You've made a career by being the smartest Twitch streamer, which is kind of like being the least homophobic man in Turkey. Hasan, I gotta say, it is cool that you came on this platform full of horny alt-right teenagers and are covering the news from a left perspective. I think it's good that you did that, but why do you gotta dress like that? You're too old for the aesthetic. Maybe if I wear this choker with a lock on it, they won't realize I'm 30. They'll realize, buddy, okay? You dress like a bully on Euphoria. I mean, you dress like the kind of bully that would give you a swirly for using the wrong pronouns. Anyway, buddy, love you. Thanks for having me. Thanks, Austin, for inviting me. And have a good rest of the roast.
Give it up for Stavros. Up next, last but not least, before we get to the man of the hour, we have QTCinderella. Let's welcome QTCinderella to the show, everybody. Chat's always talking about how the roast shows bring out the old QTCinderella. I mean, just look at those wrinkles. We've definitely got the old cutie today. Oh my God!
Oh, look, Austin's roast that someone else wrote for him. Well, Austin, I want to say you've given Minecraft stans hope. You've proven that if you obsess over a man, tweet about him constantly, and have no moral compass, you can someday be in the same room as your favorite streamer. If you watch Hasan often, you know that sometimes Austin will call him when he's streaming. Hasan loves it because it's easy content, and Austin loves it because it helps him come faster. Really though, Austin, thank you so much for having me here. This is literally the second time this week I've had to carry your career on my back. You have been doing a great job bringing a new audience to Twitch, and unlike a lot of content creators, you haven't used your newfound clout for sexual favors from your viewers. That's because 19-year-old boys in your audience are still too old for you.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
Speaking of young men, Yasuo is here. Yasuo did a great thing this year. During COVID, he single-handedly kept every cocaine dealer in LA in business. Good job. Mo actually had a really hard year. His girlfriend broke up with him. A lot of shocking information come from it. The fact that she lied about her age, to the fact that she's previously been married, to a fake cease and desist letter. And when the truth came out, the most shocking revelation was that, Mo, you had sex? Actually, I feel bad for any woman that Yasuo has ever gone down on. The carpet burn from his unibrow must be unbearable. Despite what you might think based on appearances, Will and Hasan aren't the oldest people here. The title is held by lovely Sasha Grey. Claps, claps. Don't worry, Sasha, you are still so beautiful. If the meta goes from stepsis to step grandma, you could totally make a comeback. I guess I'll never really understand porn. You had an amazing career with even smaller boobs than Stavros. So Stavros has actually been really supportive with my battle with bulimia. He encourages me to throw up so he can eat it. I'm just kidding. I don't know who the fuck Stavros is. I did some research and I Googled some things and I learned that he almost died from a threesome. It must have been from them holding the bag over his face too long. I recently learned your podcast is called Cumtown, which was a little confusing because that's what we call Candyland's house. So. I love Candyland, though. Candyland has always been a gamer at heart. Actually, if you guys didn't know, she named herself after the most complex strategy game she always knew how to play. So. A surprising fact about Candy is she actually has a degree in computer science. When I asked what the hardest part was, she said her professor's dick. So. I've seen a lot of guys stoop to the lowest lows for content, but Jake and Bake got in a hot tub with Indy Fox. Was the pink eye worth it?
I actually got an infection on my knee.
That makes sense. I was excited to be the funniest woman here today, but then I realized Will was on the list. Will began his comedy career as an intern at the Laugh Factory, and it was there he found his true passion and calling, being stuck in someone's shadow while they carry all the glory. I'm really proud of you, Will. You're finally starting to make a name for yourself. You're becoming known as the guy Hasan auto-hosts, which is really cool. Time for Hasan.
Oh, brother.
This guy has more sex with female streamers than all of Twitch staff combined. Only by a few, you guys. They have to stay in band somehow. Hasan has stooped to a new low. He refuses to leave his house to the point that Will has been picking out his outfits. Now both of you look like one of Sasha Grey's co-stars. I don't know if any of you have noticed, but Hasan's laugh sounds like two donkeys fucking. Which is also nice because it reminds him of his parents. Oh my God! Sorry, it's at the bottom. I gotta fold it up. The tough thing about being famous on Twitch is getting dragged into all these beefs and drama, like me and Bab City, or Ludwig and Aiden Ross, or Hasan in the World Trade Center.
Oh, shit.
Regardless, though, I have been spending a lot of time with Hasan, and he is the sweetest guy in the whole world, and I'm just lucky to have him in my vicinity and all these great people here today. So thank you for having me.
I'm a little nervous because everybody had incredible performances leading up to this moment, except for Jake. So I'm just kidding.
I don't know why I said that. Jake was great.
So I want to start off by saying thank you, Austin, and thank you everyone who showed up today. While normally someone would use this opportunity to fire shots back at everyone who has been talking shit for the past couple hours, but honestly, I'm gonna pull a page from the Steven Crowder's book and bring up how you're all too irrelevant for me to even waste my time on. It's awesome to see how progressive and accepting America's gotten over the years when it comes to LGBTQ plus rights. But when I see how horny Austin publicly gets now, I sometimes think maybe it's not so awesome. maybe we shouldn't be as accepting. I do want to say the show is a lot better than your lover host show. I couldn't have been the only one getting tired of seeing the same 5 girls compete over teenage Minecraft stars. Austin knows all about never streaming, right? And at first I always encouraged him to do more, but now I realize the more Austin streams just means I have to stream for him. So I'm here to take back my original request. Austin, please stream less, okay? Speaking of people who should stream less, QTCinderella's here. Okay. I got some bad news. Your career as the designated crazy lady on the platform is in jeopardy. Trisha Paytas said she's coming onto the platform. So you're fucked. If all else fails, you can get in a hot tub and try that out for a spin. You know, at least that way you won't be having sex with the guy giving you all your views for once. Listen, I had to go for low blows. I already roasted QTCinderella a bunch, so it's just like I'm trying out new material. It's gonna get real sexist. Okay. Speaking of hot tub streamers, we got Jake and Bake here. Jake and Bake, I think you would have done well on Miskiff's roast. You both could have bonded over your receding hairlines and using your girlfriend in your YouTube thumbnails. Yeah. I've been really enjoying the car streams recently. I do worry about your driving sometimes, though. You drive a little too fast from time to time. I'm pretty sure a car wreck is probably a violation of the terms of service, but you don't have to worry about that since no one will be watching to report it. There's the old phrase, you can't look away from a car crash unless it's on Jake's stream, then it's easy to not watch it. Yasuo is here. We're very excited. I asked Austin over and over again, like, please get, like, you know, Courage or Valkyrie. And unfortunately, all he could get was fucking Yasuo. What are you going to do? Yasuo's real name is Muhammad, for those of you who don't know. And I assume he named himself after a League of Legends character to appear less threatening. Because, you know, Muhammad is a little scary of a name for Americans. Little does he know, League of Legends is responsible for way more terror than guys named Muhammad. Yasuo, if you're going to name yourself after any character, you should have gone with Mickey Mouse for that annoying-ass voice you had. God damn. Imagine going from a life-ending addiction like League to online gambling. At this rate, next year, Yasuo will be streaming heroin. Candyland gave up trying the moment she realized she could just be hot and people will give her money. If I...
Not funny, it's true.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
Yeah, it's not even a joke.
Okay.
Candyland is watching the roast, by the way. Everybody wave to Candyland. Hi, Candy.
It's all good. She won't understand the jokes. If I go any harder on Candyland, people will cancel me for being ableist.
Oh, no!
I think I had to put in more work to hook up with Candyland in Super Seducer 3 than I would have to have in real life. Candy, I do appreciate that you're here, though. You took the time out and you recorded that video today. I heard you mentioning that it took 2 hours to record. You know, an hour and 45 minutes of that was just trying to find the record button. Austin, thank you for having me on today. I missed a couple of the ad breaks, so, you know, you'll PayPal me later for that. Or fucking cash app me later today. But yeah, thank you guys for coming. This was a wonderful experience.
Give it up for Hasan! Give it up for Hasan. Nice job. Nice job, Hasan. Nice job.
Thank you guys so much for joining us today for the roast of Jake and Bake.
That's fantastic. Get off of here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the man of the hour himself, Mr. Hasan Piker. Let's also give it up for Jake and Bake, who was roasted harder than anybody. Have a wonderful day, everybody. We'll see you over at Catch Up. Thank you.